Two, one. Hey, welcome everybody. This is Coach Kurt Johnson. Welcome to the Voice of E-Commerce, the broadcasting arm of the E-Commerce Business School. Welcome. We're here to inform, educate, and inspire you in this special edition, the Evolving E-Commerce Entrepreneur, with this edition of Voice of E-Commerce. Brian Cummings and I are glad to have you here. Here we're going to talk with Brian about his 10-year Amazon journey and hard lessons learned in the trenches. Oops, let me make sure that my audio is off. Yep, it is. So I think we're okay. People are hearing us. That would be great. Let us know how the sound is. And so we'll also be sharing a little bit about one of the lives that Brian has impacted over the course of the last year. And Martha, we're going to get to her story also. So it's my privilege to introduce my friend and co-worker, Executive Director of Coaching and Training, Brian Cummings, here as he shares his journey and how it's impacting lives in really pretty significant ways. Brian, we just got back from Dallas. How you doing? And I got a slide up here talking about you talking at ASD. You do a lot of training, public speaking now. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. It's not a life that I had ever expected. E-commerce has been a nice home for me, but I never thought that I would turn it into a different level of professionalism for me. I think that's what the slide, yep, there it is. Being able to hone other skills in addition to selling online. So I love presenting and I love teaching. I find I have a real passion for it. And e-commerce has given me an avenue into doing that.
Well, and Brian, one of the things you do really well is relationships. I got up a slide of just relationships. You created this slide, and that's part of the fun of getting together at live events and impacting lives. It's more than just kind of like creating something and throwing it out there into the world somewhere and hope it impacts someone's life. It's actually we're building good relationships. And could you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, it makes it rewarding. So many e-commerce sellers find that they're sitting at home in front of a computer all the time, and the relationships at best are virtual relationships that they have online. When you can go to trade shows like this, go to workshops, our workshops, be in our community, it is so much more rewarding. And also, there's times when you feel like you're just flat out alone in this and wondering if you're doing the right thing. And when you have a community that you can connect with, and you find out that other people are in the exact same place that you're at, that you're not alone, that you're on the right track. And it really helps to have that kind of support.
And, as you are going down this journey, you talk about how much you enjoy training. I got a slide up here of your lifestyle now, and there's some flexibility, there's some enjoyment of being able to call your own shots and enjoy family and travel. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your RV and zip lining and all the stuff you're doing here?
Yeah, I like adventure. I don't care for the same old, same old. I don't want to go to the same job every day, 5 days a week and 50 weeks a year. The typical American dream, that's not my dream. And I find it's not the dream of many others. So I want to travel, and the e-commerce business has allowed me to write off a lot of that travel, whether it's to workshops or hunting for books for resale, like in our motorhome. Just in 2 days, I'll be going with my wife, Terry, to Costa Rica, and we'll be there for 2 weeks. And will I work there? Yeah, I'm going to work there from a hotel room overlooking the ocean. It's going to be beautiful. And it's so nice to be able to mix the two.
Well, Brian, and you have mixed all of that. We've already talked about really, really well. I got a slide here up about some of the peers that you get to travel with. There's a picture of you here with David. By the way, David's here listening to us right now. The Sieg Boys, if you will, and standing in front of a group in Minnesota. What do you find being the most, empowering and rewarding of all that you're doing? What is it that just say, what, I just want to do more? Because I get that from years there. Man, you're just loving this and want to dig in more.
Yeah, I think it really is the peers that makes the difference. They inspire me. So there's a picture there. I'm with several very talented women. Dr. Josie Shepard, who's one of my mastermind partners. Danita's there right on the edge. Danita Zonre, one of our master trainers. And they inspire me through their successes, their learning how to do new things in e-commerce and having successes. And then I hear what they're doing, and I want to do that for myself too. And I know we have this effect in our community that as one or another of us are taking the lead in a particular area, the other members are saying, wow, I can do that. I know we're going to talk about Martha, and she'd be a perfect example there.
For sure. And again, the slide here, a couple slides. One was showing you training in Minnesota. And here we have one from our recent, just got back from Dallas, of you impacting lives and how that works. And what you described there about what you've done for yourself is what we've created, especially at the e-commerce master's program level here within the e-commerce business school. We've created that opportunity. Well, people can kind of look back and say, well, that's fine for you, all the big shots get the hobnob over here. That's not what we're about here at all as a school. We intermix, we have meals with, we get on one-to-ones, and we have all different kinds of interfacing venues to help empower our students. And with this shot there, and so I'll go ahead and skip right on into Martha's slide and announce happy anniversary, Martha. I noticed when I did a presentation last night, Brian, what? January 17th, and she doesn't know we're doing this for celebrating her anniversary today. She started January 17th. I said, hold it, isn't today the 17th? No, it's the 16th, tomorrow's the 17th. We're going to have to just give her a big congratulations. There she is, smiling and impacting lives. Brian, you've impacted my life personally. You've impacted Martha's life too. Anything that you want to say about Martha? Then I'm going to go through a little bit of slides of her journey, mostly financially, but what it's done for her lifestyle too. So it's not just Brian Cummings has created this lifestyle for herself, but there's a ripple effect of lives that you're impacting that are changing their lifestyles too.
Well, we do have Facebook groups, support groups. And so Martha is frequently on there, cheering others on. And she's also posting examples of her own success. And that's probably the most inspiring thing. So people get to see her journey. And of course, others are following in the same footsteps. They're saying, well, I'm doing the same business that Martha is. I'm doing local retail arbitrage. I'm selling products on Amazon. I can do what she does. And she and I had a great talk right around Thanksgiving in our open house. So I got to interview her, and we put that on a Facebook Live to our community. She had talked about her struggles initially and how she worked through that through sheer perseverance. And that was an incredibly inspiring talk that she gave. I had shared with her previously to that Q4 is the fourth quarter selling season, and that includes Christmas. And that particular selling season would be super, super big for her. And she was just getting those initial numbers from the first part of the Q4 sales. It's right around Thanksgiving. And she had stated a goal, and I said, "Oh, Martha, you're gonna surpass that. You're gonna go past that goal." And she thought that goal was far beyond what she could ever achieve when she first got started. She's been a great inspiration.
All right. Well, I'm going to show some slides on that journey, Brian. Just real kind of a synopsis of here. The dates will probably be really hard to read, so I'll just read them off. You'll just have to trust me on reading them. In this slide of March 2nd, so she started January 17th, exactly 1 year ago. So this would have been March 2nd of last year. She says, if you follow the steps in the program, everything works out. I'm so glad I got this opportunity. That this next slide is, I don't have the exact date, but a little while later it shows her husband's truck full of boxes she's shipping into Amazon. She says reached over $11,000 in sales in her first 30 days. And she did participate in a boot camp. We have lots of different ways to help our people be accountable and move them forward. Then there's a slide here. Martha, she came to an event that we call the Trifecta, the same one we just got done with Dallas. This was last year. And she's there interfacing with the students there, coming to the live event. Like you say, really highly engaged in the community. And I think that's a common denominator of the successful people in our business. And then I love this one on April 7th. Someone pinch me, she said. Every morning I wake up and tell myself that today is going to be the day I find a great product. It doesn't always happen, but today it did. I'm ecstatic. In the lower 1% rankings, 5 stars, retails for $71.95, FBA fees $15.75. I purchased them for $6. Somebody pinch me. Have a great weekend. It's those kind of things that our community shares that inspires others to keep on keeping on, right, Brian?
Yeah, that's just a very small win. But when you see those repeatedly posted on our group, it's that thing, oh, I can do this too.
Yep. And then she continued to post. Here's one that says Martha has hit over $100,000 in sales in her first 6 month stretch. She posted that win and victory. And there's all kinds of what they call social proof on Facebook and our internal pages as people, not just Martha, many others saying, is this real? Can it work? Absolutely. And so Martha's engaged at a really high level. As I've already said, she's part of our e-commerce masters program, which is our higher level mentorship program. If they want to know more about your journey and how you're impacting lives at that level, Brian, we're going to give them a link here at the end. In fact, David posted it. I might have even forgot to post that. Thank you, David, for covering for me. So the next slide is May 10th then. It said, I feel like I have won the lottery with this new venture. All the training and support is second to none. That was May 10th. The next slide I'm showing is my ROIs are through the roof. Thanks for all the great info. That was May 11th, and she's giving kudos to Danita. Now, Brian, as the director of coaching, you work with your cadre of coaches like Danita. She's phenomenal. We just flew her over from Italy to teach. If terms like ROI and things like that are confusing, I hear so many good things about your training of how we build the foundation. We're an educational institution. We don't just throw something at us and go at it, good luck. But you really have a heart to what as you educate people?
Oh, we have a heart to help them succeed. There is a lot of strange terminology when you're new, but you quickly adopt that terminology yourself and are able to understand these concepts through our training. Our training is very step-by-step procedural. It's easy to follow. There's video and documents. So our new members are talking the talk in no time at all.
Yep, and a lot of that is thanks to the way you've designed our whole training platform. And here's on November 20th now. Now we're in fourth quarter. She said, I started scanning, and the next thing I knew, I had a car full that needed to be shipped. So she's out there busting it really, really hard. The next slide is a little bit after that. So today's the end of my 10th month and my first quarter to this point, and my first Q4, in other words, first time she's experienced fourth quarter. I have no words, only a heart full of gratitude for Ann Sieg and her coaches and staff for showing me their path and vision so I could run with it and find my way. I will forever be grateful for this opportunity. And then there's a screenshot of showing a time period here so far. The fourth quarter wasn't complete yet, but it was right about $100,000. And so she's expressing her gratitude. We love to hear that feedback, don't we, Brian? The lifestyles and lives we're impacting.
People say, "Oh, this is a struggle." I'm at least when they're first into it, and I'm not sure where to find products, and that's just true with any business. There's all that learning curve, and then when you see them explode through those challenges into success, like Martha has and many of our others have, it's like, yes, they're getting it, they're understanding it, they're succeeding, they're doing it. It's what makes it so rewarding for us as trainers in this community.
And then this slide says, this is the most exciting 30 days of my life. Now, we've met Martha, and, she wouldn't say that glibly or anything. We didn't ask her to say this. I mean, once you start getting that momentum and making money, and Brian, you've been doing it for so long, I hope the thrill hasn't worn off, but is it thrilling for people when they finally hit that groove and start making it happen for themselves?
Yeah, it's thrilling for ourselves individually, but it's also thrilling to watch this with each other. This was the one in which Martha had previously had hit $25,000. And I said, oh, you'll triple that. And here she is posting just barely at that place of tripling that. In fact, I think she says that in here. It says, hey, Brian Cummings, I'm getting close to your prediction. I'm still amazed that you thought this was possible.
And that's what's so assuring in so many ways. This is a really positive one, right? You've been out there along with other of our trainers and experienced people. You've forged the trail. Hey, yeah, you'll climb that mountain, and you've already climbed that mountain, so you can tell them and see, hey, this is what's on the other side of that. It's okay. Take the next step. Let's get going. That sense of assurance and security with traveling with a community like this. So then I got a slide here of the year-to-date total sales in 10 months. Oops, my picture, there's a little bit off there. I apologize for that. Don't know how that happened. It meant to circle the 233. And then she says, I will never work a 9 to 5 again. Now, Brian, this is my last slide. I want to kind of surprise Martha on her anniversary, so I hope she sees this. Tag her, guys, let her know what's happening and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what her sales are of today with her first full year, but people look at this and, it's like there's still skepticism of, how in the world did that happen and how can I do it? And we do our best to try to convince people you can do it. I mean, these results aren't typical, but we have a lot of people all layered below that making it happen, don't we?
Yeah, I would hope that they see this and they say, oh, so it is possible. Then the next question, of course, is it possible for me to do it? And that's why we have a community. So not only do we have the great training, but you can come to check and adjust calls, support calls, post on the Facebook group, ask all your questions, all of these levels of support that we provide people so that it will enable them to have similar results to what Martha has had.
Well, Brian, and that comes full circle. I just wanted to shine a spotlight today, not just on your 10-year journey and the lessons that you learned, but because of the lessons you learned, the lives that are being impacted and the security and all that. And so is there any lesson that you learned? And we're going to give a link here, ecommercemastersprogram.com/Brian's-Cumming. The link there is in the thing where they can hear your full story, all that. They just have to go to that link and listen to the whole thing. And then if they want to learn about programs like the e-commerce masters program that Martha's a part of, they can take that next step and they don't have to. So hard lessons learned. Any wrapping up thoughts that you have about that, Brian, as we send people off to your full story?
Yeah, my view of the world when I first got started was this small, and it was like, this is all I could do, this is all I could handle, and yet there was so much more available to me. And in this short talk that I do, I kind of roll that out where I talk about, well, this is what I thought I could handle, and then in a very short time I was doing so much more than I realized was possible, and it was all through e-commerce.
And it's continuing to grow, isn't it? It's not like people are getting in too late. I mean, the growth pattern is what?
Oh, the growth pattern is huge. There's more people buying on e-commerce than ever, and there's more opportunities with technology changes. The print on demand stuff that I'm doing right now is awesome, and it just wasn't possible 10 years ago. And if you want to learn more about that, watch this video, because I'll talk about what I'm into now. It's a lot of fun.
Lots and lots of fun. So, hey guys, we just wanted to say big congratulations to Martha on your 1-year anniversary. Thank you for being such a significant part of this community. So many more coming behind you, Brian. Sharing successes. Appreciate you paving this trail. People can find all about it, the e-commerce masters program and the journey that you took and all that at ecommercemastersprogram.com/Brian-Cumming. So on behalf of Ann Sig, Brian, and all the staff and trainers here, thanks for being with us today, and hope you go check out this fuller video as Brian shares his story and how we're impacting lives here at the e-commerce business school. So thanks, Brian, for your time today.
Thank you.